Hello, everyone. I have a couple of minutes between one thing and another here, so I know I've been a little bit remiss these last few days, especially with the new place that we're getting and everything. So I wanted to take 5 minutes to do something someone requested. And let's talk about karma, like the files of karma I have right here. So, what is karma? What is very important for you to understand? First, the first thing we must dispel is this idea that karma is a bitch. It is not like that. Karma is a mechanistic process. There is not a consciousness or a willfulness that involves karma. Karma is a mechanical process, so to speak. And what karma is, essentially, it is the seeding of tendencies in our mindstream. And it's not the only thing. People tend to think that everything is karma. Karma is a feature that happens especially in consciousness, right? The kind of consciousness that can take a decision, which is why karma within the Buddhist system is very much tied to what's called sadhana or volition. You have to have the volition to have to do something to actually have karma. Now, there are systems in which they think that everything has consciousness within Buddhism, and there are systems that think that not, right? So in that sense, for example, in some systems, as stone may have karma, whereas in other systems it may not. But that really doesn't concern us right now. Let's focus on the basics here and what it means for you to have karma. So karma is the result of the actions, right? What happens in the very brief terms? This is a very brief overview. It's very simple. You do an action, any action. It can be from the life-changing, like winning Nobel Prize or, killing someone, to the mundane, flicking up a light switch. Now, this action is going to generate an imprint, right? Let's call it a memory footprint that goes into your mind. And based on the result of that actions and your own confusion and ignorance, you're going to relate to that as good or as bad, or as kind and neutral, not very important. But what it's going to subtly do is reinforce this idea of you as a dual being. I am myself did an action. Whereas we know that in Buddhism, that it's not so. It is a non-dual existence. The problem is that we like it makes it easier for us to either want things or loathe things. So this reinforcement is going to guide you, perhaps in a very brutal way, perhaps in a very subtle way, to this idea of a division between yourself and others. So it's just a result of interactions. And it has the ability to be weakened even if the action is taking place. Because karma has three main parts. It has a lot of parts, but let's focus on the first three. It has the intention of the action, the fruit of the action, and the result of an action. So let's say something nice. Let's say that you want to do something good. And then you help a little lady cross the street. And then the lady turns to you and say, go back to your country. Right? Or something equally fancy. Now, this is going to color your experience of doing something good. Therefore, you're less likely to do it again than if someone came and say, oh, thank you, sweetie, this has been so kind. Thank you so much. The opposite is true. Let's say that you want to steal. And then you steal something, and then you find someone really, really desperate looking for it. And you have it, and you don't tell them, but it really sits bad with you. That is going to inhibit stealing in the future. But if you steal something and you very much enjoy it, you're more likely to steal in the future. So that's the low down karma, right? And merit is just a particular kind of karma that points toward enlightenment. Anything that's not merit is demerit because it still ties up. But anything that helps towards enlightenment is still karma, but it's going to get rid of karma. So I hope this has been useful, and I'll see you around. Sarah Langham.